Recording?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Anyway, hi guys.
Hello everyone.
I am Kidden. I am an age regressor, and this is Hoshi, and he is my caregiver.
I'm Hoshi.
And we had a recommended video. It's going to be a couple different topics, but the main one was how to not feel like you're a burden as a little, with the help of your caregiver. So let's dive in. Shall we?
Let's
Are you
show.
writing down off the cuff?
I wrote down off the cuff. It's gotta be off the cuff.
It's gonna be. Let's just do it off the cuff. I said, and he wrote down. All right, off the cuff.
Things that I do to not make her feel like a burden is give her constant reassurance, clear communication, and honesty. I think are kind of the big three.
Mm-hmm.
So
it can be easier said than done, I suppose, because we actually get this question a lot. Like, people will write me and they'll say, "How do you not feel like a burden?" And I'm just like, he doesn't make me out to be that way. He understands, especially when getting into any sort of dynamic and relationship with a little. He already understands that's kind of the role. The role of a caregiver is to make sure that their little feels safe and comforted. And so I get a lot of other people saying that like their caregiver makes them feel like they almost feel ashamed when they're small, and that's not exactly what a caregiver should do. I don't want to say that your caregiver is being like a bad caregiver, but like kind of the purpose of a caregiver is to take care. So anything opposite of that is kind of like they're not exactly doing their role, I guess.
Right.
But I'm not here to say that they're doing something right or wrong, because everybody's relationships and dynamics are going to be different.
right, everybody's right and wrong looks different.
Yeah.
Depending on how your relationship is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for any relationship, communication obviously is a key standpoint.
Mm-hmm. And we also have conversations when I'm not small about specific things that make me feel good. Like, I went over this before as well, but he'll bring me like my bottle, and he'll get like, I have comfort foods and comfort drinks, and he'll bring those to me, and he'll just make sure that I feel good about the headspace that I'm in, and he'll do specific things along those lines, and he'll offer like, do you want to get in like your little outfit, or do you want your stuffies, do you want your Passy, things like that. And that in my head makes me think, oh, he's supporting me right now. Yeah, I do want that. That makes me feel good.
Right.
Yeah.
And so kind of hop back on what I was saying. Communication's key, like you said. Having conversations in all mind frames is important to make sure you're taking care of your person in the way that you want to, and the way that they want to be taken care of is really important. So you kind of got like kiddenkatt said, you got to listen and then be attentive to their needs, whether they know they need things in that moment or not.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really important.
And I do like to include that this doesn't mean that as a little you should take advantage of your caregiver and just assume that they, one, know everything, and that they, two, are going to do everything. There has to be an understanding on both sides. So yeah, people always are like, what makes a good caregiver? But like, also you gotta be a good little, I guess.
Very true. And it's kind of like each party takes care of the other party.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
At least that's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Each party takes care of the other party.
Okay. I feel like that kind of sums up that topic. Like there is
also one more thing I wanted to say is like
God.
constant reassurance. Like reassuring somebody should not feel like a chore. It should be something that you do out of the love of your own heart. And maybe if your person's feeling under the weather or not having an emotionally great day, and just remind them that you love them and that they are your number one thing in life. And if they, sometimes everyone has down days, and sometimes you just want to ask your person if they love you.
Over and over and over again.
And that should be allowed, and that should be okay. And every answer should be, of course.
He never gets out of patience with it. I was literally sitting, this is my Passy making station, ding, 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 right behind us. Cat Passys. And I was just sitting there and I'm like, are you mad at me?
The link will be down below.
But I'll ask him all the time, like, are you mad at me? And he's like, no, baby girl, of course I'm not mad at you. And I don't really have a good reason for asking this. I just have strange insecurities. Maybe not so strange, but I'm always like, do you love me? And it sounds silly, but I will just straight up ask him because I know that he's not going to respond negatively towards me. Right. And he knows what I need in those moments.
Exactly. Did you want to jump into more of the Q&A stuff?
Yeah, because I figured that was going to be kind of like a shorter topic because we have gone over it before, but people wanted more detail. Wanted to include that first and foremost, but we have some questions. The first one, I guess I'll do. Do you consider little space as a lifestyle or a hobby? So for me, it is kind of both, I guess, because the headspace of it, I wouldn't call a hobby, because sometimes it just happens. Like I said, I am an age regressor, and it is a coping mechanism as well as something that I enjoy, just for I don't know, for comfort and safety, and I love all little things, and it just so happens that like my style and things that I'm drawn to are kind of in that element, I suppose. So I wouldn't necessarily call it a hobby, and I guess I would call it a lifestyle, but it wasn't necessarily a choice. It just is who I am.
I think that's a good answer.
Good?
I think I would say some of the things that we do, like hobbies, like
I make Passy's, and then we have like social media platforms and stuff that kind of
those are more like hobby-esque.
Yeah, they've emanated from that.
But they're all part of who we are.
Right.
So it's not like a thing we just
it's not like
do in our free time.
Yeah, it's not like a sport, I suppose.
It's not like that kind of hobby. But there's like hobby related things that we do related to our lifestyle. So I think it's more of a lifestyle in the way that it's just who we are.
Yeah.
And it's our life.
Yeah. There's hobbies that emanate from it. Yeah. All right, cool. Okay. Someone says, I hope this is not offensive to ask, but how do you guys separate your time together as a couple and your time together as being small and a caregiver?
I think for us, it kind of all melds into one thing, but we keep it very, kind of like what we said before, we communicate about it, and we make sure that like big stuff, adult stuff is handled when it needs to be and not like overly stressful.
Right.
That kind of stuff. Does that
I
make
love
sense?
how you said that. It was cute. When adult stuff happens, we just have to talk about what's going on in the headspace to make sure that we're not crossing any lines.
Like if we, it's kind of the same way as if you're hanging out watching a movie. You don't want somebody to come up and be like, hey, what are you doing for your tax returns this year? You're like, I'm watching a movie, man. I don't want to worry about that. I'll do that later.
Wait, what?
That's how I think about it. It's like a headspace. Like, I don't know. I like watching movies. Like when I watch a movie, I want to watch the movie.
So you don't want to deal with adult stuff when you're watching a movie. I love this.
I don't know. That's just my example.
Okay.
What if you were making dinner?
Okay.
And then somebody came up and was like, hey, could you apply for your car insurance really quick?
I don't know if they're asking literal adult stuff or if they mean like adult like relationship stuff. So that's why that was funny to me because I think
the example what I mean is like there's a time and place to have
intimacy is like taxes to you.
No, not at all. There's a time and place to have the conversations. There's a time and place to have the conversations. Don't start using my examples. Don't weave my words around. Don't tell me I said something I didn't say.
Intercourse is like taxes.
No! We got a big return this year, that's for sure.
We have to mark this M for mature. Sorry, y'all.
Rated M for mature.
Okay. Oh, this is an easy one. Do you sleep with a Passy? This is actually terrible because I didn't always used to. It was definitely just more like when I wasn't feeling great, I'd pop a Passy in my mouth and it was very comforting to me. And now I cannot sleep without my Passy. So you got to make sure that you have an adult size Passy if you're going to use one, because it can mess up your teeth. I used to use like a baby sized one when probably from the age of like 7 to 15, and I have little tiny buck teeth because of it. So make sure you use an adult sized Passy. But warning, very comforting.
And I do not sleep with a Passy.
No, he doesn't.
Just to answer that question.
There are some people, though. We were talking to one of my friends, and her caregiver daddy uses a pacifier, and I was really surprised by that.
Hey, if whatever makes you feel good.
Yeah. Things that help you cope when you're alone and regressed. Nothing. I'm miserable. I miss him. That's really sad, but kind of true. Okay, it's not totally true, but like I have separation anxiety and fear of abandonment, and then on top of it, if I'm feeling small, usually I will text him all day and cry. And then he just does the reassurance thing, and he'll message me and send me pictures, and literally him like in his office working, being big boss daddy man, and he's like, I'm going to be home soon. Just again, reassurance. But things that I do to like make myself just feel a little bit better is I'll like get all of my comfort items, Passys, bottles, diapers, littles, outfits, and I'll try to concentrate on like making Passys or occupying my mind. And then also cute, happy shows. Nothing sad, nothing serious. Little Bear, Blue's Clues, stuff like that.
Cool.
That's what I do when I'm alone.
I was going to say too, one of the reasons that we're trying to make more YouTube videos and more podcasty type stuff and expand our platforms a little bit more is because we would love to work from home full time and do this stuff with you guys all the time. I predominantly do work from home, except in the summer we own and operate a family business, but I'm home and I would love for him to be home as well. Right. And if we could do this type of stuff all the time, that would be great. Because I'm not like a master at editing yet. I'm getting there. But I like editing our videos and posting stuff and making awesome content for you guys. So if you have any more ideas, let us know. Like I said, we really want to start doing this more full time. Maybe try to have at least a video like every week. It would be pretty cool. Somebody wanted us to talk about ABDL, but that's not what I classify myself as. I don't know if that's the right word, classify. I did learn a new term, and it's adult baby diaper regressor. No, adult regressor diaper lover. Adult regressor diaper lover. And I will put myself in that category because I do love my diapies. And ABDL, I guess, is always considered sexual. I don't know that for fact. That's just what I've been told. So I don't really have much to say on that. But everyone's welcome in our community. Next question. As long as you're not directly harming anyone else or yourself. Oh, 18. Yeah, as long as you're 18 and up, everyone's consensual, everything's cool. Have to include that. Yeah. Disclaimer. Wait, I just had a question. Hold on. You're gonna have to edit this out. Sorry, I lost it. Or will I? I don't want anyone sitting here forever and ever. Ooh, do you want to answer this one? Mine and your favorite childhood toys. I had a teddy bear that was named Teddy Roosevelt. That's adorable. And he had a little baseball outfit. Where is he? I have no idea. What? You don't have your favorite childhood toy still? That was like a little childhood. I remember that one. And then as I grew up, I really liked my Game Boy Color. I had a purple Game Boy Color. Where's that? I think I still have it actually. I was gonna say I still have mine. I don't know. That my mother might have that actually. She has like a box of old stuff. Excuse me. All right. Don't. Okay, my favorite childhood toy
I still have, it was a stuffy, and it was a bunny rabbit named Cow, and I thought it was a cow. It does look kind of like a cow with floppy ears, but that was one of my favorites. And then I also really loved my, what are they called? They're like those ponies. They're like about this big, and they're like soft. I don't know. They're like almost like how calico critters feel. They're like soft like that, but
felt type material.
yeah, I don't know what it's considered. Either way, I loved those. I went through phases of toys. I loved those, and then I was obsessed with Littlest Pet Shop, and then I was obsessed with Barbie, Fashion Fever, then Bratz dolls, and for some reason I really had a thing for Bionicles. Loved me my Bionicles.
I had a ton of Bionicles.
I loved Bionicles. They would play with my Bratz dolls. It was weird. I don't know.
I also would make my own like Legos.
Me too. I had a Tony Hawk Lego set, and it had like I was telling you about this, little clear sticks, and like you could put them on. You can make them do like tricks on their little sticks.
Yep.
And then I also loved playing Tony Hawk on PlayStation with my brother.
And yeah, once I got to like video game age, I would say video games were like my favorite toy. I don't know if that's like a toy, but like.
Oh wait, in that case, then when the first Sims came out, I was not okay. You lost me. I was on the computer, and my parents got me a desktop for my room, and it was like one of those fat ones, like the really old ones. I was on that all day. All right.
Trying to think of any other.
Oh, sorry.
I was trying to think of any other like fun toys, or like experiences with toys.
I don't. You don't seem like you're much of a toy person. You literally seem like a video game kid from birth.
I did sports. What? Yeah, I guess that's. I was trying to think if there's anything.
Did you do G.I. Joes?
No.
Oh, I did G.I. Joes with my brother. When he'd have G.I. Joes, and I'd have Barbies, and they were a family.
Nice.
It was really cute. And then my brother also had like professional wrestling dolls.
Yeah.
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 Like
I've seen those. Those are cool.
What's the other thing? A lot of just like building stuff, like lots of Lego things, like the dragon ones. And like,
I made like my own like spaceships and like Star Wars characters.
Oh my god, my brother had all the Star Wars characters. Yep. And then like I had the Do Not Hate Me, the gold guy. And you'd press him, and he was a case, but he would talk, and he'd be like, R2D2, where are you?
C3PO.
And then he would say,
the gold guy.
The gold guy.
We were just watching it. C3PO.
Okay, I know that I was looking at the screen. You probably thought I was there, but I was not
C3PO
there.
is the gold guy. He starts off silver, then he gets gold.
I wasn't there. Sometimes, do you ever just stare off into nowhere and then look at the time and you're like, holy bananas, where did an hour go? That is me all the time. I do not know how I do that. Anyway.
It's kind of cute sometimes, though, because I'll be like, it was in that movie we watched yesterday, and you'll be like,
I was watching a movie yesterday?
You'll be like, did we finish that movie? I'll be like, I did. You kind of wandered off.
My head goes bye-bye. I don't know what happens. Where to get Adri supplies? I don't know. There's a lot of different things under supplies, but like bottles I get from Amazon, Rears, Passy's, I'll get from all over, usually Instagram shops, because I like when people make me Passy's, Crayon Pals, stuff like that. Onesies, I'm gonna do like a outfit haul tour thing. I don't know, a try on. So I'll give you guys like a deeper dive into that, but check out the Baby Bear Boutique, Little for Big, Onesies Down Under, Canel's Workshop. There's a bunch more. I'll get into it. And then I don't know what else is like Adri gear. I mean, personally, I like to use diapers and stuff, and I get those from AB Universe or Amazon. Amazon has like everything now. And then like obviously go get some toys and stuff. Somebody did ask me actually where I get my puzzle piece floor mat, like if for like playtime and stuff.
It was Amazon. Right?
Yeah, right on Amazon.
I'd say Amazon, AliExpress, any of your favorite distributors.
Yeah, AliExpress actually has adult size diapers and pacifiers too. I haven't found adult size bottles like the ones from Rears. I haven't found these because this is like a big glass bottle with the wide mouth. But just go to Amazon for that. Okay, what else we got? This one is kind of hard for me because it says, how should adult males go about regression? I guess how anybody else would. Like, you're valid, even if you're a male, you're still valid.
I'd say just do the things that make you feel good. Like if drawing makes you feel good, or if watching animated movies makes you feel good, just do it in a safe environment, either by yourself or with people that you trust and know what you're
experiencing.
What, you know.
Yeah, it's important the people who are around you to kind of know, because
I would say it probably. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're okay. Go ahead.
I would say it's maybe more important to, at first, to do it like alone, to figure out like what you feel and what makes you feel good, and then versus trying to like have other people around.
Yeah, especially because like there can be specific things that could take your safe, comfortable place to a not comfortable place. Like even like if I'm feeling small and like somebody suddenly yells or something, like it could be even like just an excited yell, but it's a loud noise. It will make me feel horrible. It'll like just shake me up in such a strange way, and it just like breaks that safe space. So it's like it's important even for small things like that, just whoever you end up sharing that with, I guess, for them to understand. So just having a comfortable place to start with just you and yourself and the things that make you feel good. That's perfect. And I gotta stop shutting this. Okay. Tell us about yourself and how you came to be an age regressor. So I wouldn't say that I came to be an age regressor. Some of my friends like chose that as like a coping mechanism. So it's more like age dreaming kind of, and they get themselves into like a littler headspace. But for me, it happened involuntarily at a very young age as a response. So I didn't like become an age regressor. My mom actually thought that I was autistic when I was younger, and then with the help of a therapist and her own research, they discovered that it was age regression. And so I've just kind of been like this since I was really little. And then as I've gotten older, I've been able to explore, I guess, the gear and the style and stuff. But I've always been drawn, like I said, to more youthful things, toys, soft, sweet colors, things like that.
I like cute stuff too.
And that's why you adopted me. You're a little honey bear.
Yep.
Which should bring us to our next part.
Honey. You know what honey reminds me of? Winnie the Pooh.
And Winnie the Pooh is
a bear at Disney World.
What the hell?
He's a bear at Disney World.
We had a lot of people asking about our most recent trip, which is why we've been kind of MIA from posting YouTube and stuff. We've been very occupied and excited about our trip to Disney. So we're going to actually have a video kind of dedicated to that, because we have clips and stories, and we wore the ears to honor the next video, which will be about our trip and how it's age regressor little's dream.
Yep. And it was absolutely amazing. So definitely stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for the story of the scariest part, where they make you empty your pockets.
It's true.
That'll probably be out next week. This one should be out soon.
We're not gonna put a time on it because we are terrible at that.
True. And also make sure you follow the Twitch and stuff. We will still be streaming kind of as we can. We're trying to make more YouTube stuff for you guys, and then just stream when we're able to.
For fun.
Yep. Just keep it fun. Anything else you wanted to touch on, baby girl?
No, I think that we covered the basic things.
Perfect. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. All the links and stuff to everything we talked about and mentioned will be down below. So check it all out. And please subscribe to the channel. If I can figure out how to put a subscribe button here.
I thought you were pointing at me. I was like, that's me. Just put it over my face.
Subscribe.
Please put it on my face.
To the channel.
Subscribe.
Boom. And we'll see you guys next video. Peace.